Luo Feng has become a major star in the universe. What are the reactions of Noran Mountain and Night Empress? Luo Feng left the Earth, a nurturing environment, and faced numerous setbacks in the universe. With Noran Mountain ahead and Night Empress behind, these two were his major adversaries in the early stages of his development. Typically, as an Earth native with no reliable background except for the inheritance from Huayanbo and a moderate amount of wealth, his prospects for success were slim. However, his participation in the Genius War, a platform for selecting outstanding talents among the human race in the universe, changed his fate. As a grassroots participant, he stepped onto the grand stage and secured third place, signifying his future prominence among the 5 major powers of the human race in the universe. In the original work, in the peak talent battle of all the universes of the human race, Luo Feng from the Black Dragon Mountain Empire became a highly anticipated star, ranking third in the overall universe ranking, bringing unprecedented glory to the Black Dragon Mountain Empire. The billions of star systems and countless subjects in the entire imperial capital cheered for this young genius. Various news networks throughout the Black Dragon Mountain Empire were promoting various propaganda about Luo Feng every day. Luo Feng's popularity in the Black Dragon Mountain Empire reached unprecedented levels. Even the emperor of the Black Dragon Mountain Empire once excitedly proclaimed, "Luo Feng is from my Black Dragon Mountain Empire, he is the hero of my Black Dragon Mountain Empire." The emperor and the royal family of the Black Dragon Mountain Empire felt immensely proud. They publicly announced that they would bestow Luo Feng's hometown, the Milky Way Galaxy, to him, making him the Lord of the Milky Way Galaxy. This move not only elevated Luo Feng's status, but also solidified the connection between him and the imperial family. Night Empress felt her position threatened, as she had targeted Luo Feng in the past, and Luo Feng held deep animosity towards her. United with the imperial family and the high-level figures behind the Holy Land, Black Dragon Mountain, they decided to try to win over Luo Feng and use hometown sentiments to maintain their relationship. As long as Luo Feng did not perish, with his talent ranking third, he would definitely have enough power in the core layer of the virtual universe company in the future. Night Empress realized that she could not influence the Empire's decisions and could only choose to lay low and wait for an opportunity. After all, once Luo Feng gained some power, a little help at a critical moment would benefit the Black Dragon Mountain Empire greatly, while Night Empress's current position was not even considered in the true ruling high level of the Empire. Meanwhile, Noran Mountain also felt the crisis. She knew her current position was as insignificant as an ant in front of the core members of the Virtual Universe Company, and Luo Feng's achievements were bound to make him a core member. So he decided to leave his lair and go to the extraterritorial battlefield to seek the possibility of surpassing Luo Feng. On Earth, the leaders of the United States were shocked by the news of Luo Feng becoming the Lord of the Galaxy. They had originally thought that only a universe-level strongman could obtain a galaxy as a territory. Although the 5 major powers on Earth were grateful to Luo Feng, unlike the inherent connection of the Chinese nation, the other major powers were a bit unhappy that the Lord of Earth turned out to be a Chinese person. However, a blonde woman explained to them the meaning of the Genius War, making them understand Luo Feng's identity and treatment. This shocking news stunned the leaders of the 5 major powers on Earth and Base City, but they did not inform the general public because the common people had limited knowledge of the universe. At the same time, on an extremely primitive planet, Hong Jing sat in a thatched hut, his gaze through the door of the hut, seeing some barbarians flying in the sky hundreds of kilometers away. This planet was the residence of an immortal, and the entire planet was in an extremely primitive state. The humans on the planet dug into their own potential one by one, gradually forming sects, but the immortal stayed hidden here, and those so-called sects were unaware of it. Hong's teacher, Lord of Time Luo, appeared instantly in front of the thatched hut, and Hong immediately got up and flew into the sky, riding a spacecraft away from this planet. On Mars in the solar system, Thunder God was continuously improving himself according to the training plan of Fog Lord. Luo Feng had no idea that ranking third in the universe would bring such a big impact to the people on Earth. Luo Feng's gift of the Void Cutter to Ming Yu is so outrageous that even Noran Mountain was frightened and fled overnight. After Luo Feng obtained the 49 treasures left by Cabot, Noran Mountain, coveting the treasures, offered a hefty reward for Luo Feng's head and sent an assassination organization to kill Luo Feng's family. Faced with Noran Mountain's frantic pursuit, although Luo Feng couldn't bear it, he knew that Noran Mountain was simply no match for him in strength. So Boba recommended that Luo Feng ask his superior, Ming Yu, to help him kill Noran Mountain. It's worth mentioning that Ming Yu is a domain-level powerhouse, so killing Noran Mountain would be a piece of cake. Afterwards, on Boba's recommendation, picked out the Void Cutter from the 49 treasures and gave it to Ming Yu. Although the Void Cutter ranked last among the treasures collected by Cabot, it was a coveted fifth-order, primal force weapon in the universe. Valued at trillions of universe coins, even exchanging it for Qianwu coins would amount to astronomical figures. Moreover, this weapon was in high demand and not readily available for purchase. Some might say Luo Feng was too extravagant. When Ming Yu received the Void Cutter from Luo Feng, he looked incredulous. Although he had been asked to kill Noran Mountain, the value of these two items was entirely disproportionate. Even if there were 10 Noran Mountains, they wouldn't equal the worth of this weapon. To prevent Luo Feng from incurring a loss, Ming Yu even returned the favor with 100,000 life planets and 200 billion universe coins. Upon hearing that Ming Yu intended to help Luo Feng, Noran Mountain immediately disbanded the entire clan and fled to the depths of the universe with a trainload of resources. Luo Feng watched Noran Mountain fleeing and couldn't help but smirk. He knew it was the power of the Void Cutter and Ming Yu's reputation that drove him away. He didn't regret giving away the Void Cutter because, in his eyes, the safety of his family was more important than anything else. After receiving the Void Cutter, Ming Yu was also delighted. He knew the value of this weapon and understood the enormous price Luo Feng was willing to pay for his family's safety. He decided that no matter what, he would help Luo Feng deal with the threat of Noran Mountain. With Ming Yu's help, Luo Feng finally shook off Noran Mountain's pursuit. Their lives returned to peace, but Luo Feng did not relax his vigilance. He knew that although Noran Mountain had temporarily retreated, he would eventually come knocking again. So, Luo Feng began to train harder, aiming to protect not only his family, but also those who had helped him. The Void Cutter became his trusted companion, assisting him in advancing further on the path of cultivation. Under Luo Feng's efforts, his strength rapidly increased, and he soon reached the Domain Lord level. He knew that this was the first step towards a more powerful path and the beginning of realizing his dreams. Meanwhile, upon hearing the news that Ming Yu intended to help Luo Feng, Noran Mountain was thoroughly panicked. He knew he could no longer contend with Luo Feng and could only choose to flee. He disbanded the entire clan, taking all their wealth, and fled overnight to the depths of the universe. Luo Feng looked at Noran Mountain's fleeing figure without a hint of pity. He knew this was the path Noran Mountain had chosen and the consequences he had to bear. The Noran Mountain team aims to take over Earth, coveting the Mechanical Clan's spacecraft and Golden Horn Beast. Luo Feng foils their plans, showcasing the strength of the Golden Horn Beast and subduing Bokoro. While the spacecraft is valuable, Luo Feng finds it difficult to use and temporarily stores it with Boba. Upon learning that Earth, as an unclaimed planet, possessed both Mechanical Clan spacecraft and sightings of Golden Horn Beasts, the Noran Mountain team immediately notified their clan ancestor Noran Mountain. They dispatched elite disciples Bokoro and Jiuhuang to Earth, instructing them to retrieve the Mechanical Clan spacecraft, even if they didn't find any traces of Golden Horn Beasts. However, they never expected Luo Feng to have a universe-level 9th grade servant like Feng, who effortlessly killed Jiuhuang. Bokoro was also impressed by the strength of Luo Feng's Golden Horn Beast and became his sole servant. It could be said that Noran Mountain's plan backfired spectacularly, and their attempt to seize Earth failed completely. Upon reaching the location where the Mechanical Clan spacecraft was stored, Bokoro and Jiuhuang speculated about the grade of the spacecraft. Given the advanced technology of the Mechanical Clan, it was difficult for outsiders to determine the spacecraft's grade just by its appearance. To their astonishment, Luo Feng slowly revealed that it was an E-grade spacecraft, once owned by an immortal powerhouse of the Mechanical Clan. He then instructed Bokoro to go to the control room with the intelligent chip because Mechanical Clan members could easily control the spacecraft, rendering the involvement of intelligent beings unnecessary. If the control room could be accessed, it would be tantamount to capturing the spacecraft, testing the luck of Luo Feng and his companions. Boba conducted a brief inspection of the spacecraft and informed Luo Feng that both the power system and attack weapons of the spacecraft were basically intact. However, the most important aspect was the spacecraft's intrinsic value. Luo Feng had recently participated in the Inner Boundary Treasure Contest, where all the treasures combined were worth only 200 mixed yuan units. In contrast, this spacecraft was worth 1 to 2,000 mixed yuan units. Moreover, due to the spacecraft's maneuverability, Luo Feng could easily use it to escape from powerful enemies. Coupled with the spacecraft's powerful attack system, he could easily kill domain lord-level powerhouses. Furthermore, he could sell it directly for money. However, for Luo Feng, at the moment, such a move would be unwise, as he certainly did not lack money. Unfortunately, Luo Feng could not openly use the spacecraft yet, as its value was too high. Even immortal powerhouses would be tempted, a risk that the current Luo Feng could not afford to take. Therefore, for now, it would remain stored with Boba, gathering dust like the meteor ink starship.